Hey everyone, it's Keely here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for day 11 of my Scraplift a Day series here on YouTube. I've also added the link in the description below to Rebecca's Instagram. She's going to be joining me each day over on Instagram, so please do go and check out her layout for today. Now today's Scraplift is in the top right hand corner, and as always I've added the link in the description below, so you can go and check it out and have a go yourself. If you do have a go at today's lift, then please do tag me on social media, because I'd love to see what you've created with the inspiration for today. Now I have pulled out These Days by Coco Vanilla. It's the most beautiful collection. I did get this for my birthday, and I've only recently, during the A Scraplift a Day series, started to use it. I think I did kind of hoard it a little bit because it is just so perfect. It is really such a beautiful collection. And as well, I have been working on lots of other projects. Shortly after my birthday, we had Halloween on Scrap Squad, and we had the Christmas 12 Days of Christmas, so it kind of just sat to one side until all the themey things was done. So I'm really enjoying playing with it this month. I have pulled out a photograph of my kids, TJ and Darcy, and this is a slightly older photo. It was taken in 2016, and this is when they loved each other. This was before the whole sibling chaos of arguing and fighting had begun. So this was the nice time when they loved each other, and TJ really loved looking after his little sister, and she absolutely idolised her big brother, sorry. So so it's a lovely photo of them both, and they're actually sat on Darcy's rocking horse, and it's just so cute. So what I did to start with, I cut a circle out of some pattern paper in this collection, which is just a white with a black floral and some leafy sprig things on it, which is really, really pretty. And that was to go in place of the circle print on the background of the original layout. Now I did have that collection, which is the Legendary by Coco Vanilla. And that paper was absolutely gorgeous. So I've created a circle out of pattern paper instead to attach to my background, and now I'm just cutting down some pattern papers and tearing the edges to layer behind my photo like they had on the original. And I picked this gorgeous pink tone on tone pattern paper with little hearts, and then I also pick out the rainbow stripe paper and just have a little strip of that to go underneath, pinking out the bottom of the pink paper. So it's already coming together quite quickly. I must admit, this did come together a lot quicker than some of my recent layouts, so I was really pleased with how this one turned out. Now I do apologise that I've kind of gone off the camera at the bottom. I'm not sure what had happened, but I kind of scooted right down to the bottom of my desk, and I hadn't realised that I'd cut off half of the layout whilst filming. I do realise shortly and move the layout up. Here we are. Move it up a little bit. I'm still not completely in frame, but I think it does get better as the video goes on. But there isn't really anything going on at the bottom of my layout anyway. So I've added a doily behind my photo, and I've got in a drawer some doilies that I'd cut on my silhouette. I don't tend to buy them, I tend to just cut them on my silhouette, and I've got a few different designs from the silhouette store, but I had a couple that hadn't cut very well, and I kept them because obviously for layering and things they still could work. So I did pull one of those out. I did poke out as many of the little pieces as I could, and the rest is tucked behind my photo, so you can't see that anyway. So I was really pleased to have used one of those up, and that it actually made it onto a layout rather than just sat in the drawer. I am going to use this banner piece from the die cut pack, which reads "Picture Perfect Moments," and that's going to be my title for this layout. On the original layout, they'd used die cuts as well as some clear stickers to the side of the photo to build up their title, and I think this works really well. Now I'm having another look through some of the die cut pieces, just filtering through. I think I do this for every layout, and I just filter through all the die cuts, try a few things out. I usually stack a few in a pile that I may possibly use. And this is kind of my process as I'm scrapbooking. I will bring in the floral die cuts soon, so that I could add those in place of the stars on the original. Obviously this is more of a pretty layout, so there's no stars inside, and I'm just going to place some florals kind of cascading down the page in place of those stars, and I really love how that turned out. So with the floral die cuts, I do like to fussy cut off the white border and leave a really thin white border, and that's so they still pop off the background. And you can tell that it's, you know, it's a different piece, but it doesn't draw your eye away too much with the really thick white border. So yeah, it's going to come together. I really love how it looks in the end. I think this is definitely one of my favourite layouts I have created so far this month. So I'm going to layer in a yellow floral, a light pink one. I'm also going to bring in some green leaves and branches. I think that works really nice to add a little pop of green around the page. And then I bring in a smaller floral to the top. And then I will bring in some florals to the bottom as well. I'm going to bring in a yellow one. I just have to have a look through because I have used quite a lot of these, but I do still have plenty left. And I've also obviously got the pattern papers that I can fussy cut to create so many more die cuts for this collection. I love a paper that you can fussy cut and create more and more embellishments to use with the collection. So I'm going to bring in a yellow floral to the bottom of my photo. And then I do add a small pink one as well to the bottom, but I think I may do that off camera once I'm kind of sticking things down. I think, oh, I could do with one more thing at the bottom. But yeah, it is really coming together. I do decide in the end to tuck a floral behind my photo, just to kind of bring the florals into one more spot. So I've got 3 spots of the florals, and I go for a nice pink one behind there with a green leaf. So yeah, I'm really loving this page so far. I love the finished page. It's, like I said, it's definitely one of my favorites this month, and it's such a simple design. It's just basically a circle with some paper layers on top and a few embellishments, and I just love it. I think it's really pretty. It's such a pretty design, and it does work really well with my photo because Darcy is wearing pink, so the pinks work so well with this photo. So I've now skipped forward a little bit, and I've just showing you here that I'd stuck down all my embellishments and all my papers are stuck down. I did distress the edges of my pattern papers just because I like that extra texture that it adds. I also added in one of the wooden buttons, which is pink with a pink heart, and I added on one of the gold glittery kind of cushiony hearts. I really love that, and that little pop of gold that it adds to the page. I did decide to add a border to my layout. I think because I used a white cardstock background, I felt like I needed something to kind of ground the page. So I do add that same pink pattern paper with the hearts as a border as well. And then I'm going to come in with some gold sequins. I've got that gold cushiony heart on the page, and I felt like I needed some gold somewhere else as well. So these are just some sequins from my stash, and I'm going to add those in 3 places. So then I've got that pop of gold in a few different places on the page, and I think that just ties it all together. And then I do finish off with some gold splatters using my Jen Hadfield Gold Mist, and I just add a little bit to each of my clusters, and it really does just finish the page off. So here are my close-ups. Oh, I really do love how this page turned out. It's definitely one of my favourites, and I love the photo as well. It's such a cute photo of TJ and Darcy. Please do go on to Instagram and check out Rebecca's layout for today, and I'll be back tomorrow with another scrap lift. Bye.